Just got done talking to my buddy Scott Beardslee. I wanna interview Scott for one of these episodes because I think it would be really, really interesting for, people that are interested in stop motion to get an idea what's going on in Los Angeles in the live action world. Scott is a DP, and he's been doing these verticals, and he shoots an entire movie on location with the costumes and actors and just cuts and music and sound effects and this and that. He shoots the whole movie in 8 days. And that's the kind of scrappy shit that's going on in LA. And people are starting to kind of realize that he is the fucking man. Because he is. He's a fucking Jedi. Dude is a Han Solo. It's like you wanna fly this droid to this part of the fucking galaxy, I'm your man. And it's just fun talking to him because he just moves and shakes and makes deals and gets shit done, and he sees, you gotta look over your glasses at the big picture. He sees the big picture. And I was trying to tell him the story of John Henry, the allegory of John Henry. It's like John Henry versus the machine. And John Henry's wielding his big giant fucking hammer, and he's just like, let's go, motherfucker. Well, that's the scrappy crew that Beardslee commands. He's got a crew of just ninjas that go in and they just turn over, and it looks good. I mean, maybe the acting sucks, maybe the writing sucks, but you can't say the photography sucks. It looks delicious. It looks like any other dope, badass, beautiful television that you see these days. And the coverage is great. Yeah, and it's super sexy. I mean, he's like, streaming services in China, they throw, they're doing big, giant investments. Okay, you got a motorcycle, great. But they're spreading the money really thin. And he was showing me, subscription rates are not cheap. You want to watch these vertical movies. It's like $14.99 a month or whatever. And it's just like, watch as many as you fucking can, because they're making trillions of these things. It's not about this is the next big, giant, beautiful, well-written, acted, and conceived film or TV show. He's just like running and gunning, blasting movies left and right. And he's trying different things. He's trying different formats. It's like, let's do it on the Sony. Let's do it on the Red. Let's do it with these lenses. Let's do it with that. Let's do handheld. Let's do Steadicam. Let's do dolly shots and blah, blah, blah. I mean, they're fucking going on location and just banging shit out. Covering 100 pages in 8 days. Like, what the fuck are you thinking, dude? What is that? That's like over 10 pages a day? I don't know what that is. 12 pages a day. Fuck. Crazy, right? Crazy. And why wouldn't you do that? I mean, if you're going head to head with fucking AI, you gotta just bang it. You know, let the audience decide. Do I want to look at humans making out and banging each other? Or do I want to look at robots and fucking digital pixels do it? No, I want to see human beings. I want to see their dumb little faces twisting insecure expressions. And I want to reflect. I want that to reflect on me. You know? So, I don't know. Sometimes you gotta be the ghost in the machine. Sometimes you have to present a new business model. Because the old one just got wiped away. It got burned and fucking washed down the drain. There's no going back to the old way. It's full steam ahead, people. Anyway, I want to interview Scott. I want to interview Chach. They're doing it together. Matt jumps on these things. Scott's the dude, but Matt is like getting, like a lifetime's worth of fun. He's getting a workout on these productions. You know, he's just paying with sweat equity. But Scott's done a fucking fistful of these things, and now I think he's kind of like known as the dude. You know, it doesn't take him long to. And sometimes they'll shoot till like 4 in the morning. You know, just. And then he'll get the call, and like, you know, like he'll take a little weekend off and probably drink himself silly, who knows, or just unwind, you know, meditate in the corner, and then Monday he'll hit it again. You know, he'll prep a new job and just be like, all right, what's the location? Go see the script. Where do we have a shot? I don't know. I don't even know anything about live action, but it's they're just breaking all the rules, and it sounds so fucking exciting. And then when I see it cut together, I'm like, wow, this is legit. This is too fucking legit to quit. So I need to interview Scott, because this is the new shit. Jesus Christ. This is the new shit. The new fucking shit. You know, and the sirens are blaring. You gotta move your car over, you dickweeds. Make room. What if you were in the back of a paramedic? Get out of the way, you fuckheads. For whom the bell tolls. Jesus Christ. Oh, you're gonna get there fucking 2 seconds earlier than me? Good for you. That's why you tune in to On the Move. It's not really the subject matter. It's sort of like Mish road raging. That's always entertaining. You know, why don't you eat some more kimchi, Mish? Because it seems to get your jets all revved up. Fucking love dude, I love pickled shit. I found this stuff. It's what is that shit called? Pico de gallo. But it's pickled. Pickled pico de gallo with sea salted chips. That's my lunch, man. And then you grab a fork and you just start stabbing kimchi. Like you're getting even with it, you know? Just, come here, you. Just fucking shove you. I'm gonna shove you right where these fucking incisors take names. Yeah, it's fun. Spicy foods keep you passionate. But I've been fasting up a storm. I really enjoyed taking long fasts and then eating pickled shit as I come out of the fast. You know, try to get my gut biome all pH'd. And then I go home and I just start slamming baking soda. Fuck yeah. No, anyway, I don't know what else to say here. I feel like I have to kind of scream a little. My car's extra loud. I think it's the tires. The tires are making a lot of noise on this pavement. So I feel like to offset the annoyingness of my car, I just want to keep the pipes smooth on the audio tip, you know? Because you don't want to just hear my car, Jesus. Cruising along, it's, you know what I'm thinking about right now is I used to live in San Francisco, and I worked in a Middle Eastern restaurant that had kind of like the Middle Eastern equivalent to tapas, like these little maza plates or whatever, and everybody sat on pillows. And this is back when you could smoke in restaurants, and so my job was to bus tables, but also it was to fill the hookah pipe. And then when that slowed down, I would go wash dishes. So it was bus, wash, hookah, and rinse and repeat. And at the end of the day, if there was like some uneaten food, we would get the scraps. I never ate so much hummus in all my life. It was amazing. It was fucking just, I walked around with garlic breath every day. And then we would belly up to the bar, and they would just get us fucking shit-faced before we left. I mean, not shit. I mean, they would pour a couple tall, yummy glasses of wine, or they would, like, give us a shot of something. I think they only had wine and beer, so I would, like, have a wine, and then I'd stumble out and get a shot somewhere and go home. But one day, because they had these belly dancers, this group of belly dancers called Fat Chance Belly Dance came in. They had these beautiful tattoos on their bellies. Like, the main woman had like a whole bunch of grapes on her belly tattooed on there. I mean, belly dance. Who doesn't like a belly? You know what I mean? Like, bellies are kind of sexy. You know, yeah, if you have the skinny midriff fucking yoga body, dancer body, yeah, that's whatever. Who cares? Give me some belly, man. Give me a little meat on the bone. God's sakes, what it... Anyway, I was bussing tables one day, and they were outperforming me, I'll tell you. And I was just trying to hustle through. There were a couple tables that just had all these plates just stacking up. And I didn't want to really cut through because the Fat Chance Belly Dance were performing. But I just went for it. I lunged down in front of the dancer. I crossed in front of the dancer. I didn't go in front of the dancer. I just crossed in front of the dancer to make my way to one of the tables to grab some plates and move back to the kitchen. And she grabbed my arm and she goes, "Don't you ever go in front of me when I'm performing again." And I was like, "No, ma'am. Absolutely not. Never again." You know, it's like getting kneed in the nuts. And it kind of feels kind of good, maybe. You know, if you're into that. At that moment in time, I was like, gulp. Okay. Yes, ma'am. And I never did. When they were out dancing, I was like, fuck all those tables over yonder. It's dance time. I'm gonna go smoke my own little hookah. So I would go back and And then they had this vacuum. You're supposed to attach the vacuum to the hookah in order to, you know, you heat up coals and then you put them on top of the tobacco and you get it going. You get the spark going, and then you bring the hookah pipe out. So it's a lot of, like, you know, campfire bullshit, like, you know, getting the coals all ready and then putting them on top of the tobacco and then making sure the tobacco's lit so that when you put it down, it's not going to go out and all that bullshit. And the tobacco's kind of moist and flavored. That hookah tobacco's like apricot and apple and all these, you know, fruity flavors. And so the owner of the restaurant would go, okay, here's the vacuum to do it. And I was like, no, fuck all that shit. And I would just use my lips. I'd fucking take some huffs. And it was finally I got a fucking break, you know, go out on the back veranda and just spark up the hookah, get it going, and bring it in. Put all my herpes lips all over. I'm just like, oh, fuck, yeah. I had a little pussy one day, just like, oh, suck on that. No, of course I didn't do that. Of course I didn't do that. Jesus, take a joke, why don't you? I didn't know these podcasts had to be so goddamn serious. I'm gonna start laying down podcasts that are just like me having my back and forth conversation with some imaginary, totally offended person. God, Mish. It was a minimum wage job, dude. I had to fucking, you know, get my nicotine in. Anyway. Never gonna release this episode.